Welcome and welcome back to the channel. How is everybody doing? All right, guys, I'm in the middle of I have 2 pages of actually 3. Well, I just completed 2. I have 2 more pages of unfinished or answered comments and questions that a lot of people tend to ask. So I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to jump right into it. Remember, guys, I have no problem. Of course, naturally, I have no problem reading comments. But a lot of guys tend to attach questions with their comments. So I have no problem answering the question. It's just one thing I try to reiterate or try to hammer home is in the middle of that, just a couple of requirements. Can you please like the video that you watched and simply subscribe to the channel? Okay, that's one of the little requirements, I guess you want to call it. And I don't think that's too much to ask. Okay, I'm finna take some time and answer some questions. It may help you, it may not, but at any rate, I'm going to take some time, and I was always going to take time to read the comments. Now, in the past, I would take the questions or answer the question if I found time. Here lately, I've been making time, so I don't want to dwell on that, guys. I'm going to jump right into it. Okay, please like the video that you made the comment on, and simply subscribe to the channel if you're not. So we're not going to waste time. We're going to get right into it. I'm going to try this little split screen thing again, and see how it goes. All right, let's get right into it. Okay, there we go. Who we leave off on? We left off on Dustin Ash. Dustin Ash commented on a Q&A video I did. I titled it 9-speed, but Dustin comment was love the knowledge, big homie. This 01 PT kicking my butt. If you get bored and want to look in, I could really use your advice. Only 79K, gonna hook this all the way up. Hey man, 01 with 70,000 miles. Wow. You know what I'm saying? You mean you didn't leave in here what kind of issue you had going on? You just said it's kicking your butt. If I have time, you can shoot me a message or ask the question in one of the PT Cruiser videos. Keep in mind, guys, all the videos I have, the comments and the questions come to an app on my phone, so I can see them. It's just a matter of when I get time if I can respond or answer them. So I have no problem with that. My email is onlinemechanictips@gmail.com. I think that email I have to go through daily because I have real important stuff on it. So I have no problem at all. Dustin, I'm sure you are subscribed, right? All right, moving right along, guys. Alexandru Hill. Oh, he commented on the PT Cruiser. Y'all see that video I did with the PT Cruiser? It had very, 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 very low miles. Okay, probably one of the lowest one I've ever seen. Okay, what was Alexandru Hill talking about? Two-tone black top on silver and pinstripe, black knob and red sea level. How'd you know that, man? I call myself. Think about when I'm videoing, when I'm at the shop or at the dealer, rather. I try to keep customers private. Some customers would have a problem with it, and some won't, and some encourage it. But I don't want to find out which ones that don't want their car on the internet. And I have no problem with that. So from time to time, I see something special. I want to, especially things like extremely low miles. I like to highlight that. And this is one of the customers that I really wanted to go upstairs and talk to. But when I went up there, I just wanted to talk and pick their brain. They had, I think that was a 2010 maybe, with 7,000 miles maybe. You have to watch the video again, but it was extremely low. And I wanted to pick their brain to see why did they have the car? Did they buy it to? It was a nice looking, clean car, naturally, because it's still brand fairly new. I wanted to pick their brain, find out why they bought it, what was the plan when they bought it, and are they going to keep it? Now, it was in the shop. Don't get me wrong. It was in the shop, something minor. I think it wouldn't start. The battery died. or the battery won't hold the charge, or the battery gave out, before the car reached 10,000 miles. So the car had obviously been sitting for a while. Think about those batteries, guys. From time to time, you got to give it a trickle charge. You got to start the cars up. So it ended up killing that battery. I ended up putting another battery in that car. No big deal. But I just wanted to pick that customer brain, find out what was the plan when you bought it. Things like that. So that's what Alexandru here commented on. He also said, a Contour edition. Yeah, I don't know how he know this stuff. He must be one of those PT guru guys. This guy's garage. What's going on, Caper? 7,000 miles. Yeah, it had 7,000 miles. I know why you wanted to talk to the owner. Conversation probably went like, if you are ever going to sell it. Oh man. Yeah, that would I'm sure what she wanted for it would have been out of my range. Nowadays when I come up with a car, it's because it fell in my lap. It was so low, I would have become an idiot for not purchasing it. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Like that journey that I had out there, that guy was so flipped out about the ticking noise in a typical 3.6 that he sold it dirt cheap. I had no choice. I had no choice but to buy it. But I would have been a fool not to get it at that price because, like I say, I ended up fixing the problem. Now my daughter drives the car, but the price was so low. That's how I accumulate the bulk of the cars I have now. They basically have to fall in my lap. In other words, I don't go out seeking cars. So, and I'm sure this guy would have wanted a pretty big penny, or this lady. I never got to meet him, so I don't know. All right, Leroy Davis. He commented on the same PT. 2010. I have a 2005, all over 200,000 miles. Just did a head job on it. When I first got it's time for me to drive with another 100,000 miles. Okay. All his cars got over 100,000 miles. I guess that's what he's saying. That's what's up. Leroy just did a head job. I assume you're talking about the PT, man. That's a hard job, man. Kudos to you, buddy, if you're talking about that PT. All right. Lynn Hellman comment. Oil pan on a PT Cruiser. I'm not sure what that means, Lynn. You might want to elaborate a little bit more. But if you're asking how hard it is to do oil pan, not at all. Fairly easy. 10 millimeter bolts all the way around. Remove them and the oil pan drops. I'm not sure where the question was going. Reiterate on a later comment, Lynn. But thanks for watching, buddy. I really appreciate it. I don't see no red dot by yours like one of these, like Captain Obvious. I don't see that by your name, Lynn, so hopefully you are subscribed. You just might not have your subscription public. Mine's not public, but so this wouldn't show up on other people, but I'm pretty sure you are subscribed. Thanks, Lynn, for watching. Captain O, what's going on, baby? Battery needs alternator to charge it. Otherwise, a car that sits, a battery would die. It would definitely shorten its life, as far as the cells inside of it becoming unchargeable. Yeah, that's possible if it's set long enough, I guess. But that was the case on this PT. Cap, thanks for watching. Cap, what is going on? Sam S. coming on the same PT. Was going to say that engine compartment was beyond immaculate, but looked more unused rather than detailed and clean. That interior looks special. Is it custom? I don't know. I didn't want to show that. What little you saw, you probably wasn't supposed to see. That means I did a crappy edit job. I don't know, man. That's why I wanted to talk to the customer first. I was going to ask him, do you mind if I film your car? But I never got a chance to talk to him, so I don't know. I don't remember, rather. I saw everything you're asking him, just that I don't remember. It would have been nice to get y'all some footage and see what was going on, but that car was nice. In Sabu Noor, comment on the same PT. I'm not surprised since it's a Chrysler. Had a Sebring and nothing but weird problems. Looked good though. What's the highest mileage you find acceptable for purchasing a car? To me, you asked the wrong person that question because miles don't even matter to me. Like I say, guys, I've said this once, I say it again. I've said this once before and I say it again. Miles, it's a number. It's like you're dating a girl, age is nothing but a number. Miles is just a number. The problem or the issue people have is, should they put more money in a car that has a lot of miles? Because keep in mind, guys, everything on a car is repairable. It's fixable. Every problem on a car is repairable and fixable. The problem or the bigger question come into play is, how much are you willing to spend to fix the problem? Okay. Now, rational thinking kick in. Okay. If the price that it costs to fix the car exceeds the value of the car, then yeah, it doesn't make logical sense to do that. So that's where the bigger question come in. Miles don't mean nothing to me, my man. It could have 200,000 miles. If the price is low and you want to sell it, I'll take it. If the body is good. Now the body, now maybe should I ask it a different way. If the body's not beat up, would I take it? Yes. If the body beat up on a car with 60,000 miles, I wouldn't take it. So to me, the real issue is how well the body was maintained. Okay, because anything under the hood can be fixed, unless it's some frame rust damages, things like that. So yeah, let's move right along, baby. Damn, Sam, what kind of question is that? A car could be good and have 200,000 miles, or it could be 40,000 miles. Same thing I just reiterated, Sam. Appreciate you, buddy, and be utter garbage. And the other way around is right. That's right. Obviously, I didn't see that. I didn't get the answer that through message or text. So I'm going through it verbally, man. Frankie Caruso. Wow, he commented on an old video. Don't a Hemi engine. I have a question. I put a brand new head on in my Hemi RT 2006. It had a misfire from bent valves. I replaced the head, bent valves, or this is '06 valves to drop the seat, or maybe the seat dropped in the valve and the piston came up and hit everything. Let me finish reading this. I had a misfire from bent valves. I replaced the head, and it still has a misfire. Spark plugs and fuel injector, gun coil pack is good. I don't know what is causing the problem with the MDS solenoid caused this kind of problem. I'm really stumped. I think the wiring is okay also, but I am not sure. The only coil I am getting is a misfire in 6 on cylinder 6. I just need help figuring out. Man, dude, it doesn't matter. All the outside stuff you've done, none of that matters if the internal combustion engine is not working properly. And the best way, or the way I know how to find that out, is a compression test and a leak down test, both. Okay. Now you say you replaced everything on it, but what if you have low compression? You say you got a problem in cylinder 6. What if cylinder 6 has low compression? That means none of this other stuff matters. Okay, you got the internal portion of the engine have to be on point before anything external will function correctly. Okay, so what I do is cylinder 6, and I'm saying cylinder 6 because that's the one you say you have the problem with. A lot of guys tend to do a compression test only in that one cylinder. The problem with that, guys, is you have nothing to compare it to. So this is a Hemi. You're going to have to put some plugs in. I did a video on how to do a compression test on a Hemi. I linked it up here. But you're going to have to leave some plugs in and pull some plugs out. It's a funny way to do a compression test. In other words, I highly recommend you do a compression test. Now, if you got a problem in cylinder 6 and you're telling me everything secondary ignition related is functioning as designed on cylinder 6, then yeah, it has to be internal. Now, don't get tricked by an injector. What did you say anything about injector? Yes, I replaced the fuel injector, the coil on that cylinder. So everything externally basically been replaced according to you. So you have to look at you have to look internally, man. Now, even on a compression test, you didn't go in the bottom end, I don't assume. You say you replaced the head. Okay. This is the head is in the center of the engine. What do they call that? Head and block. Okay. Cam and block. That cam is in the block. So I don't know if you can you can't, unless you use a scope or whatever, but you can't really see the lobes on the cam. What if the loads on the cam is worn from a crappy roller lash adjuster? Okay, and it's not coming up and down the way it's supposed to open and close that valve. It's supposed to come up, the push rod is on top of it. It's supposed to open and close that valve properly. What if that's not going on? Sometimes you will want to think that that would show up on a compression test. Okay, it may not show up on a leak down test because your valve can be closed and pass the leak down test. So I really would do both. Okay, you likely gonna find that you have a problem in that cylinder 6. Okay, because everything external, I was gonna say injector, but you say you replaced that. So unless you got some kind of, unless you got, I mean, you didn't say that you removed the trans, so I wouldn't suspect tone wheel on the crankshaft. I don't know what, if it's a Hemi, is likely, if it's a 06 Hemi, is likely a nag in it. A nag transmission, a 5-speed nag transmission. Those flywheels are made funky. Sometimes the tone wheel, I don't know if anybody ever had the training out and banged up the flywheel, but that can give off misfire. A crank sensor can give off misfire and it not be engine related. We've even had problems where the wiring from the crank sensor to the PCM. I've once had to overlay a wire from the crank sensor to the PCM to solve a misfire problem. Also, a clogged up or partially clogged cat converter can cause that. So now I'm not sure how that would show up on a compression test, but you got to run a compression test, guy. So a lot of things can cause a misfire that's not secondary ignition, meaning, you know, coil, plug, wire, things like that. So yes, a cat converter could cause a partially clogged cat converter can cause a misfire. Yes. So find out what's going on internally. All right, the internal workings of the engine, and the best way, the way I know how, is through a compression test and a leak down test. And be careful doing a compression test and a leak down. Basically, you know, it's plugs per cylinder in that engine, so you gotta make sure you have the right plugs in. I'm sure you know how to do it. If you was able to do all that, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So, but as far as do I know anything, or no, just the internal engine has to be working as designed before the computer wouldn't see crazy problems like a misfire. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna get some more into that after I end the stream tomorrow when I'm at work, and I'm probably hit some more text under this comment too when I get to the shop. As you can see, I'm at home right now, so I'm trying to catch up on all these Q&As. Okay.